Former Punjab Chief Minister Amarinder Singh has shot off a strongly worded letter to the Justin Trudeau government in Canada after he was unable to hold meetings with Punjabis living in Toronto and Vancouver. Captain Amarinder Singh joins us live from Chicago now. Captain, did you cancel your rallies yourself or were you actually denied permission?
Firstly, I want to say something. I believe your headlines are showing that there is the Captain versus Trudeau. That is not the case. I have the utmost regard for the Canadian Prime Minister, who is a liberal, who is a very open-minded person, who is the hopes of the younger generation, and I think he's a great Prime Minister for Canada. I think this issue, which has been raised by the Sikhs for Justice to the Foreign Office of Canada. And from there, it has gone to our High Commission, obviously, and who passed it on to Delhi, and Delhi informed me. Now, this has got nothing to do with the Prime Minister. This is probably done at a lower level. So I thought it my duty to bring it to the notice of the head of government, which is the Prime Minister, and let him look into these issues. Because, you know, Canada and India and America are the great democracies of the world.
Right.
And we have freedom of speech enshrined in our constitutions. And I cannot believe that in a country like Canada, which has this in its constitution, would deny its own people the right to hold meetings and to invite people to come and speak there. For instance, I intend to call all the people from our MPs and our ministers who are now in the Canadian government to Punjab and to give them a reception there. So these things happen, and I don't understand why the government has taken cognizance of a splinter group, right, which makes this sort of noise there. After all, I think democracy and democratic values are much bigger.
All right, fair point, Captain Singh, but can you confirm for us that in fact the Foreign Secretary also spoke to you about this, outlining Canada's rules that say foreign individuals and institutions cannot in fact hold election campaigns or rallies on Canadian soil? Is it a law then?
Too much out of this. This is not the case. I got a call yesterday morning to say that the Foreign Secretary wished to speak to me. I spoke to him. And he said that this is the letter that has been received from the Canadian government, and they don't wish you to go and have a public rally there. And however, I said then, in which case I will go to people's homes and meet people. He said that's no objection, but this is the letter which they've received. Now he's only conveying to me what the Canadian government wishes. And I said, all right, if it's the home country and I'm going to visit their country, I will go by their law. And if this is what the Canadian government wishes, then I will do that. We won't have any public rallies, and we'll go to people's homes and meet 100 or 50 people at a time. It's inconvenience in the sense where I can address 2,000 people in one thing. I probably have 10 meetings to do the same.
Okay. But why, sir, then have you called it a gag order in the letter that you have sent to the Canadian government?
Because obviously it's a gag order. What do you think it is? The Canadian External Affairs Ministry or Foreign Ministry has said that you can't speak in these rallies. That amounts to a gag order. What does it amount to?
And this Sikh advocacy group that has said it will do anything to prevent your visit, to prevent these rallies, do you have a message for them?
Who is this?
Sikhs for Justice, the group that has petitioned the government. Do you have a message for them?
I saw a picture of them posted yesterday on Facebook. They don't have beards. They are young boys of 10, 15, 20 or 20 years old who were not even born in 1984 when I was a member of parliament in 84, and I resigned in 84 on this issue. And I also resigned from my party in this issue. So they don't know the background. They go by what they are told by people here who want to instigate matters here. That is the whole problem here, is that they are just instigated by individuals, and they accept what they are told. They don't have any sense of history. They haven't read anything. They don't know what the background is. I have been part of that process. So I think that this mature generation, both in America and Canada, understands this whole thing. But it's these youngsters who are being provoked by interested parties.
Captain Amarinder Singh, thank you so much for speaking to NDTV 24/7 from Chicago. Thank you very much for your time.